Well, hello YouTube and welcome back to The Daily Life. It's a brand new year. I, you're not going to ever see the outtake that I just did, but it's one of the few times when I've actually done an outtake because I forgot to start my timer. And as I was saying in the other video, which you will never see, it's important that I stay at 10 minutes because otherwise people get bored. And 10 minutes is kind of a long time for people to sit and watch this show anyway. Anyway, just wanted to mention to you that I have done an outtake for this show, and that's the reason why. Welcome to a brand new year, second half of the season for The Daily Life. It's 2014. I hope you had a great Christmas and a great New Year's with friends. I know I did. It's nice to get out of the city for a while and celebrate Christmas and welcome in this brand new year. We're going to have a great ride into the new year for The Daily Life, and today's topic is naming. The reason that that's today's topic is because I'm announcing a name change to this program. For the past 40 shows, this is the 41st show, and by the way, before I go any further, on the 17th of January, very special episode on The Daily Life, because we will be celebrating our 50th show. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet to celebrate that, but it's going to be a riot. You can imagine I'm a big person on anniversaries, and I don't think I've ever done a show about anniversaries, but that may be a future show. No, I haven't. Anyway, so stay tuned, mark it on your calendars, Friday, January 17th, 2014, a very special 50th anniversary celebration episode on The Daily Life. Anyway, the topic is names, and I was talking about this last year for a while. I've always referred to myself as the host of The Daily Life, but I never had a name. And I didn't want to announce my name because on the internet, you never know who's watching or what could happen. And so I was trying to think of a pseudonym for myself. If you don't know what that means, it means a nickname. It's just a more sophisticated way of saying it, and I'm a sophisticated person, so I use it. So I was pondering, and I couldn't think of a name, so it took me 40 episodes to think of a name. I will refer to myself on this show, wait for it, try to do a little drum roll there. The Daily Life, from here on out, will be known as The Daily Life, starring your host, Tom Johnson. That's not my real name. It's my internet name. So anyway, I'm Tom Johnson, and I will be hosting Daily Life. It's interesting referring to myself as a name other than my own, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. So anyway, I'm Tom Johnson, star of The Daily Life, and names. So I guess the most obvious thing, it took me 3.5 minutes to do all that, but I guess that should be kind of expected. The most basic name, if you want, is the year. That's the name that people refer the time relative to where they are in relation to where they were and where they will be. As I mentioned, this is the year 2014. That is a name. It's a number, but it's a name. It's what we call the year that we're in. Lots of other names, city names. I'll just take an example. The biggest city in North America is New York City. That is a name. There's a history behind that name. I have no idea what it is, but it's there. The capital of Canada is Ottawa. Just take another random example. That is an old Indian term. Something to do with a fish or a boat. Anyway, so names are important to people. I selected Tom Johnson. There's reasons behind that that I'm not going to explain, but I arrived at that. It wasn't a random name. I wanted to make it a common name, but have some meaning to it. And the only person that knows the meaning behind it is me. Oh, by the way, another treat that you'll find in the new year. I like to give little nuggets, and I don't like to, I could have given Christmas nuggets, but I didn't think of it. But you have a nugget this year, and your nugget, I can't call it a present because that's Christmas, but your nugget, again, name, Christmas nugget, present nugget, Christmas, New Year's, anyway. Approved comments will be allowed in the comments section. This will be fun. Now, it's approved comments. I'm not just going to let any random person comment, but if you watch the show and you're a fan and you're a viewer, down at the bottom there, under the screen where this is playing, you will be able to comment, and I will read them, and if I like them, then they'll get posted, and if I don't like them, I'm sorry. So if you want your comment to get posted, write favorably, because they will be censored. Censorship is not good, and generally you shouldn't allow censorship of people's things, but you know, this is my show and I run it, and so there you go. What else do people name? I really am. This is kind of a big announcement. I don't know if you've caught on yet, but the reason that I did this show on naming was because I was naming myself and renaming the show. So that's kind of it's been what I've been talking about. But I guess I should try to fit in some actual material instead of just making this one big long plug for my show. Shameless plug. I really didn't prepare any material for today, though, so you get what you get. The names of the months. Staring at my calendar here, I talked about the name of the year. I guess you could talk about the name of the month. The name of the month this month is January. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. I'm really stretching, aren't I? No. Interesting, I don't know, this is a random fact. October is the 10th month of the year. Now, oct is like 8. Octopus, you know, it has 8 arms. Things that start with octagon, they have 8 sides. October used to be the 8th month of the year. And then some guy named Gregory, I think he was a pope, Pope Gregory, whatever, invented the calendar that we run off today. He named it after himself. It's called the Gregorian calendar. Who would have thunk it? And he added 2 months. So October became the 10th month. But we still call it October because it would be weird to rename it. So that's the year, the month, the days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those are all, I think, related to Roman and Greek gods. I'm not really sure. I know Thursday was supposed to be like Thor, some god Thor, lightning. If you know, you can now comment if you know what that means. I don't have a clue, but if you know, comment. And I will comment back. It will be fun, I hope, as I introduce a new twist to this show, in an effort to be more interactive and more connected with you, the viewers, who make this show possible. I always say it's not me that runs this show, it's the viewers, because if you didn't watch, I wouldn't have a show. That's not entirely true because there's no advertising and this is a commercial-free show, at least unless it gets really popular, which I highly doubt, because this show is not designed for a mass audience. It's designed for a small audience. If I have to redesign it for a mass audience, then I'll do that. But for now, it's not. Anything else I want to talk about in the last minute here? Don't think so. Anyway, that's about all I can think of. Oh, I gotta mention one more thing. The naming rights to buildings. This is a commercialization thing, and I should have done this back at Christmas, but it's a little late. But anyway, like the buildings, like, you know, GM Place and everything, sports stadiums, they get renamed all the time. Where I live, they just renamed the sports stadium. It was named after a bank. Now it's named after a sporting goods store. So there you go. Anyway, that's all I have to say about names. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of 2014. We'll be back around the same time tomorrow, and tomorrow's topic is sports. I can't believe I haven't done a topic on that yet, but hey, no time like the present. So Good day from the daily life. This is your host, Tom Johnson, signing out.